Hey everyone, welcome back to another Haolonggood review. Today we're taking a look at their newest theropod. It's their Dilophosaurus pair. So you all should know the drill by now. When I order my Haolonggood figures, I go for without the box option. They still get shipped in these foam inserts. You know, you save a couple bucks. If you don't get them shipped in the box, I just chuck them in the trash anyway, so I'd rather save the money than get the box. End up ordering these from AliExpress. This pair retails for $25. I'll leave a link down below to the AliExpress store I always order these from, my online toy store. This is the color A version. There is a color B that has like a different, brown Dilophosaurus with it. But I went with color A because I just really like this blue one right here that, most likely represents a male. So no need to go over the packaging. Let's throw these things up on the turntable and jump into this review. And here's a close-up of both figures. And I have to say, a really nice attempt at Dilophosaurus from Haolonggood. Now, I did say in some of my other Haolonggood reviews, Haolonggood is very good with communicating with members on the Dinosaur Toy Forum. When they first showed off the prototype, it had teeth. And everyone was like, can you make it lipless? Make it lipless. They said they would. Unfortunately, they couldn't. I guess it was too far along in the tooling process at the factory, and they couldn't give it the lipless look, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, other than, the teeth hanging out, they actually look really good. I like this two-pack idea. I like how the male is sitting down. You have one standing up. I just think it makes for very dynamic displaying on your shelf, and I just absolutely love the male. It's just bright blue with that red crest, just looks like he's ready to mate. And the female with the brown coloration and dark stripes does have a splash of dark red for the head crest. So yeah, all around both figures are really nice. It would be nice if they were lipless, but hey, at least they gave us a reason why they couldn't do it. So yeah, I am pretty happy with these two. And now time for some measurements. These figures are 7.5 inches long from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, or just over 19 centimeters. And the one that is standing is about just over 2.5 inches tall, or just over 6 centimeters. So Dilophosaurus in real life was around 23 feet long, or 7 meters. That'll put this figure somewhere in the 1/36 scale range. Now let's first take a look at the male, and I absolutely love this sitting pose. It just looks absolutely adorable, especially sitting in my hand like this. But yeah, I love unique poses on dinosaur figures, and it's really cool that we got a two-pack with two different poses. Now please do a Camptosaurus two-pack. Haolonggood been dying for that species for a very long time. So let's take a look at the head. The eye is beautifully painted. It has a nice bright blue eye with nice glossy black pupil. It gives it a very, very lifelike look. You can see the head is based on the new reconstruction, especially the crest. It has that very carotene sheath look all over it. You have some orangish red mixed in there with some dark markings and nice ridges all throughout the crest. Here's a view of the crest from the top. You have even some nice details between the crest, and then going to the other side of the head. If you keep hearing that bang, and that is my wedding band smashing up against the desk every time I move this figure around. You can see the teeth are nicely sculpted. It really doesn't look that bad. I know, I love, lipped figures, but this lipless look on this one really is not bothering me as much as I thought I would. I got the nostrils right here. You have a row of spikes on top of the head, and as you transition down the neck, it goes into this nice vibrant blue coloration. Looks absolutely great. And then the other side, you have some nice white coloration for the underside of the throat and the underside of the body, and then going down to the body of all that nice blue as my hand is shaking like crazy. There we go. Let's stabilize it. The arms are nicely sculpted. The hand claws are decked out in black paint. Same thing for the toe claws. Very nicely done. Just absolutely love the sitting posture on here. And let's readjust my hand. See, my problem is I hold these figures out in front of my camera, and my hand just starts shaking. So there we go. You get some nice osteoderms all peppered throughout, and some dark markings. The contrast with all that nice bright blue paint. Just absolutely love the blue. Just makes this thing pop. You have a nice long slender tail with a pretty muscular tail base. So yeah, all around this figure just looks absolutely great. I absolutely love this one. The sitting one is hands down my favorite out of the two. And now let's take a look at the female. The female is also really, really nicely done. A much more drab coloration. That's why I absolutely love this two-pack. This looks like a nice mated pair of eyes. Same thing, is painted blue with a black pupil. The crest is more of like a darker maroon color with some black stripes on there. You can see the teeth painted in, and then you have a little bit more of that maroon coloration on the base of the neck and those spikes. Some nice detail on the underside of the neck. Just the detail in this figure is really, really well done. Every time Haolonggood releases a figure, I feel like it's an improvement over the last one. The theropods have kind of been up and down, but yeah, this is definitely their best theropod to date, even though it does have its teeth hanging out. And then going down to the body, you can see that light brown with all those dark brown stripes that go all the way down to the tip of the tail. You can see all those nice little osteoderms peppered throughout, and then going down to the hand claws, nicely sculpted, very powerful looking forearms, nice sleek legs to get this little guy running around all over the place. So yeah, underside does have not as a light as coat as the male. It's mostly that brown, but you do have like a nice wash of dark underneath there to give it all nice and contrasted. And we forgot to do it on the male, but right here we do have a very swollen and defined cloaca slit. We love our dinosaur buttholes on this channel. So yeah, all around another really, really cool figure from them. And now for comparisons, here it is with Collectase 140 scale human to give you an idea how big Dilophosaurus was in real life. Let's do a couple other Dilophosaur figures from other companies. Let's scoot these two over. And we got this one right here is Safari Limited, which was a nice figure when it came out, but sadly it came out like right after the new paper on Dilophosaurus was published. So like as soon as this thing got released, it was already obsolete. But leave it to Collectase to get right in on that with their version. It's a nice version, but it just looks weird with those goofy oversized feet. So yeah, Haolonggood right now is probably the best Dilophosaur figure on the market. I wish it did have some feathering, but a year from now, or is it 2 years from now? I forgot which wave the Cyberzoic Dilophosaurus is coming out in. That one looks absolutely fantastic. That is going to be the definitive Dilophosaurus in my collection. But for 135 scale, these two from Haolonggood are going to have to do for now. Let's do a close relative Dilophosaurus. Here it is with Batat's Cryolophosaurus. Actually, would love to see Haolonggood do a cryo. Really, really need a good one for my collection. And now let's compare it to some of Haolonggood's other theropods. Here is their first one. This is their Carnotaurus, which I still think is a very, very good figure. I'm just going to readjust the camera while we're doing this. And then we also have their second attempt, their Daspletosaurus, which I still love. It does have some, goofy, artistic, liberties taken with it, but I still really love that Daspletosaurus. And we also do have a Megaraptor coming from them that actually looks really, really cool. Let's do a couple of their herbivores. Here it is with their Dasentruus, and next up, here it is with their Pachyrhinosaurus, and lastly, here it is with their Impellosaurus. And speaking of Haolonggood sauropods, they did tease that another big one is coming. Everyone's guess is Alamosaurus. I really hope it is, because finally PNSO releases a herbivore after like 15 theropod releases in a row, and it's not 135 scale. I think it's around like 150-ish scale. It looks absolutely great, but I'm just really disappointed in the size of it. So hopefully Haolonggood's is an Alamosaurus, because that is the one I'm going to get. I'm holding out. I'm getting the PNSO one because I want to see what Haolonggood ends up being. So final thoughts on Haolonggood's Dilophosaur pair. I think they're really good. Absolutely love the male. Love the sitting position. It's just a really cool, unique figure. I'm liking them better than I thought I would. The lipless look isn't bother me as much as I thought it would. But yeah, really cool. You really can't go wrong for 25 bucks. You're getting two figures. It looks like a mated pair. They're both in great poses, and they just complement each other really well. And right now, they're probably the best, 135 scale Dilophosaurs on the market. They're not perfect, but right now they're the best that are out there. So yeah, definitely recommend these guys. And like I said earlier, I got mine from AliExpress. Link is down below in the description if you want to order a pair of these for yourself. Don't forget there is a color B option, and both Dilophosaurs are much more brown looking than this. So technically they did 3 colors as opposed to their normal 2 colors per release. So that's a little different for them. So that will do it for the review. I do have the new PNSO Yangchuanosaurus and Zool coming in. I did order the Haolonggood Mega Raptor. We got some Hammond Collection releases coming out. The holidays, usually a lot of product comes out, especially the Mattel stuff, so there should be a lot of reviews coming up on the channel really soon. So stay tuned for all that, and as always, if you're enjoying the content on the channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously, and it's greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys for the next one.